Hi, Aries, welcome. Thanks so much for choosing my channel. Today's reading is energy check-in for the week of the 22nd to 28th of July 2024. It is a general reading for the Aries collective, but it's also timeless, so when you may miss it for this week, so you may come across it after this week, and then it will still be relevant for you. You'll still find something here that resonates with you or for you. Now, this should be one card, but for you, there's two came out. That's why they're already pointing up, because I was wondering what they are. So, yeah. So we're going to read them both for you. And at the end, we have an oracle with some advice or with some clarification. So we're starting with the World, number 21, the last number of the major arcana. You've closed out this old cycle in the recent past. It's a life cycle. We go through a life cycle approximately every 7 years. So it's a new beginning, new chapter, new cycle, starting over, trying again, and moving on. Closing out the old stuff, bringing in the new. You are very confident about the future. You're very happy about the future, optimistic, positive. You know your potential, very self-confident, have self-worth. You're feeling grounded and balanced and stable. There's the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. You manage to fill all these 9 cups of self-love, all by yourself, and you are aware that you can never put the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. You're responsible for your own happiness, and you've decided to do the work. You've done the shadow work. You've worked on your insecurities, your anxieties. You've closed out the old wounds, working on your inner fears. Even if it's not very comfortable at times, you've done the work. And you're being rewarded with emotional fulfillment. And you didn't need anyone else to help you. Emotionally self-sufficient. So, let's look at these 2 cards here. The Hanging Man and the Empress. Very, very nice. Now, yes, the Empress is a feminine card, a female card, but, you know, if you're a male, you work with your feminine energy, you're an Empress too. So, take it as it resonates. Now, the Hanging Man tells me you're looking at your situation with different eyes to before, because you've entered this new cycle. Doors have opened up, opportunities, possibilities, chances, options. And you're having a good look, and you're having a good look from all angles, upside down, sideways, looking at things from a different perspective, preferably from a higher perspective, because we can assume that you are now closer to your higher awareness, your higher self, because you've opened your consciousness, you made the change or changes, and yeah, you're moving forward with feminine energy of the Empress. The Empress, of course, embodies all the queens of the Tarot, all the 4 queens. She has all their talents, all their abilities, all their strength. So the Empress is a superior feminine energy that you are working with here, Aries. And you are in control of your domain. You are sitting on your throne, very self-confident. Now, Let's have a closer look. I want a closer look at this cup that she's holding. The cup is empty. The cup is a drinking vessel. And there's a book of knowledge at her feet. Okay, so cup is empty. So she's, we've said here the cups are full. That's the 10th cup. She wants to close out that cycle completely, not be dependent on anyone, being self-sufficient. And there's a little bit of residue there from the past that needs addressing. So this can be then the 10 of Cups, the ultimate wish fulfillment of emotional strength, emotional control, and for making decisions from the heart. So she needs to fill that cup as well, but doesn't matter. That's why she's trying to find a solution, looking at things from different perspectives, weighing up the options, the opportunities, and see what's going on here in general. Now, let's have a look at the advice card or the clarification card, whichever it's going to be. Oh, know your fears. Okay, know your fears. So I would say then that's an advice card. So we did say shadow work was done. I mean, shadow work's never finished, but a big portion of shadow work had to happen to close out this old cycle here. So there's something in your new chapter, your new cycle, that needs addressing, and it's to do with fears. And the fears have been hanging around a little bit, and there looks like they're emotional fears. That's why that cup's empty, I guess. Fears of commitment, for instance. Fears of not wanting to take any leap of faith with anyone. Fears to connect. So, I mean, that could be due to the old constructs, the old conditioning that you've been gone through, and the patterns that you've repeated in your life, but you don't want to repeat them now in this new cycle. You don't want any old patterns here. So know your fears. Name that fear. Once a fear has a name, it's much easier to deal with it. So let's say it's fear of commitment, so you can work on that. Or, fears of opening up or to others, you can work on that. You can practice a little bit, open up a bit more, take a bit of a leap of faith when you meet someone, open up your emotionally a bit more perhaps. And then that will fill that cup that hasn't been full yet, hasn't been fulfilled, and it will make things even a bit better in this new cycle, more smooth and more progressive. So, yeah, it's a good reading. It's a good, solid reading. You are moving forward, you've made changes, you work on yourself, you continue to work on yourself. We see you contemplating here. What can I do now? What can I make better? And I'm looking at things from all perspectives, high up, down, right, left, right. And I know my fears. I know what I'm afraid of. So couldn't be in a better position here, could you? Wow, beautiful reading, Aries. Thank you so much for dropping in and listening. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. I will see you in the next reading. Until then, take very good care. Bye-bye.